Hey, we're live on a Tuesday night. Thanks for popping in, guys. We're gonna make it a juicer. Got some good winners today. Pepe, really good day for Pepe. Spend the next hour going over some crypto markets. How does that sound? Let me go do my posts and leave you guys with some cool Mars animation. Climbing Olympus Mons, man. This is the climb that never stops, man. The life of a trader. Let's get it. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Greetings, everybody. How we doing? Let me see a bunch of goods in the chat. You guys better be doing good. Jason Marino, oh, you've been sick past week, man. Oh, well, I'm happy you're in, man. I'm happy you're in. Etamea, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining me on the live, or commenting on the YouTube video earlier. That was cool. Haven Customs, man, thank you so much, man. Crypto Pennies, always a good time having you, bro. Mr. Carmoot, man, love you with the chart recommendations. Red Elephant, Mr. Nate, Mr. Dark Crash, Mr. Nonsense. Good to have you guys in, man. Good to have you guys in. Welcome to class. Before we get started, let's do 25 push-ups right now, man. I'll do it right now with you guys. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're gonna do this shit with me here. Let's see here. All right, let's do this shit. All right, hell yeah. And I had more in me, bro. All right, now that we're pumped, now that we got the blood pumping, what's up? What's up? That's a lot of ones. Damn, you guys are chads. Good shit. Good shit. That means we're motivated. We want this shit more than anyone else, man. We're gonna get this shit tonight, man. We're following the money, bro. But yeah, man. Hell yeah, bro. Look at Pepe, dude. 25% pump. Real quick. What the hell did Pepe do today, man? Jesus Christ. How the hell did we get to this? Like, you'd think that there'd be a supply dump at this high, and yet we just fucking, like, rally up, dude. What the hell happened here, man? I just bought a bunch of Pepe. This is awesome. I'm so happy about this, bro. Man. You know what's crazy is Pepe is like a no-brainer, right? Do you guys remember what happened with the Pepe memes in like the 2016 presidential election? The Pepe memes were like trolling Hillary Clinton. And the Democrats thought that like Pepes were racist. And it like exposed the Democrats as being, you know, like whatever side can't laugh at themselves usually loses, right? And there's actually a Pepe frog for everything. There's sad Pepes, mad Pepes, happy Pepes, racist Pepes. There's a Pepe for every emotion, you know? And so for the Democrats to like only see the racist Pepes, that was indicative of like, oh, that's your guys' algorithm. You guys are just looking for trouble out there, you know? So they singled out, you know, a small subset of Pepes and said all Pepes are racist. And it was like a microcosm of like the larger issue, the ideological issue that cost the Democrats that election. You know? So the Pepes in election cycles in the past were very relevant. And now here we are in another election season, and what's like the top meme coin? The top meme coin is, well, what is the top meme coin? It's actually Bonk. But Pepe, you know, had an earlier beginning, like last year was amazing for Pepe, but it makes sense that Pepe comes back as a prevailing meme narrative community during an election season, you know, because it's Pepe was relevant back in 2016, if you guys remember. So, man, I should have been loading up on Pepe back in last March when I went to Denver and these young dudes were like, all they were talking about was Pepe. Did you get into this Pepe shit, bro? And I was like, nah. I used to play World of Warcraft, and like everyone that plays that game is obsessed with Pepes, and like I love Pepe. I just didn't put that much money into it, bro. But man, so I did put some more money into Pepe. It's actually like my 4th biggest hold. I'm big on this Pepe shit, guys. So seeing this shit pump today was pretty hype. And I do have some Floki as well. So this was a good little pump here. I own Dogecoin, believe it or not. I do own some Doge. So the Doge is doing good. Overall, I feel like the meme coin narrative is really strong this cycle. Because there's so many random projects. Everyone's promising to end world hunger and end cancer and all this shit with their fucking token. At the end of the day, you know, no one wants to use their tokens as currency. You know, it's like meme coins, at least everyone who believes in Pepe frogs can transact between one another. It's like a strong community. Meme coins have community and longevity, you know. And also people are going to come in, like retail is going to come in as Bitcoin pumps, and they're going to just look at what's performing, right? It's going to be memes and AI, and they're just going to like put the money in that, you know. So I got a good feeling about memes still from this point. I don't think they're topped out yet. Pepe just continues to do crazy shit. Now when I look at Pepe on, you know, is there any kind of divergence, like larger warning signs? I mean, the big time frame is bullish still. We see the blue wave on the weekly. This was saved like a week or two ago, right, guys? And remember, like when the blue waves go over the 60 line, we get knives to the upside, and like look what we just got. So this is evidence of the runaway train theory, you know, momentum over the 60 line, beware of those knives to the upside type shit. You see it playing out here on Pepe. Yeah. So weekly's got good backup for longs. Definitely, you know, it's not like, or it's obviously not a crazy good buy opportunity on the daily. You know, that shit looks pretty overbought to me. You know, this might cause a divergence, and this might have to come down on the daily. Not gonna lie, it looks a little overstretched. On the 8 hour, it's just still ascending. You know, we haven't seen the tiring signs of a larger bear div really confirming as of yet. So looks like on the 4 hour, 4 hours where the warning signs start to begin here. Let's slap some anchors, bro. Let's slap some anchors on the Pepe, and then we'll get into the Bitcoin analysis, Bitcoin news. Good to have you guys in. Nightshade, good to have you, bro. 100 days on the push-up challenge, man. It was a good day, man. Went for a ruck, which is just a hike with like with weight on your back. Gazgano, thanks for coming in with the wrench, bro. Excellent analysis, by the way, in the VIP, Gazgano. If you guys do want to join my NickCipher VIP, got a good community of talented traders in there. You just do a 2-hour call with me, $500. You get a consultation with FG. You get a course that teaches you how to use VWAP. You get my TA, and it's all lifetime. So $500, one-time payment. You're in there for life, done and done. And a lot of people have told me good things about it. So consider joining that. If you want to get Market Cipher, before we jump into all the hot analysis here, stocks, crypto, gold, forex, whatever you want to trade, any traded asset, Market Cipher is the only trading tool you'll ever need. Bull market, bear market, doesn't matter. We're here up and down. We're giga chads. We are slaves to the charts, but that's the cost of freedom, bro. We partner with TradingView, so you got to have a TradingView account to do all this stuff. And we give you a couple indicator packages, but as you guys know, we're more than just indicators. We're real people helping real people. It's legitimately a community where professionals and amateurs can come together and have real conversations as traders and investors. So use code Titanic or code King, either one of those, 15% off. And if you guys have any questions, you can shoot me an email at nickcipherfg@gmail.com. Yeah, and so back to Pepe here. We place an anchor on May 1st. We want to see how we're doing on May. We want to see how we perform to that May anchor. Quarter 2 looking great. Man, we are running from the anchors. So the anchored VWAPs are supports, right, at this point. So to have an upside target, we got to put a band multiplier on that Q2 anchor. And we are stretched, guys. Pepe is stretched up, you know, violating that upper level 3 volatility band on the quarterly anchor. So from a quarterly standpoint, we are quite overstretched. It's just about time for a correction on Pepe, a bullish correction on Pepe. But we're going to continue to monitor these tiring signs on the daily. Nothing saying this has to stop pumping, other than just the fact that it is very overstretched. If we do get some bear div signs in like over the course of this week, I'll be following it with you guys. But nothing too concerning as of yet. So on Bitcoin, we had kind of like a sideways down day. You know, we hit these highs up here, found some supply. Looks like on the 1 hour chart, looks like the intraday reset yesterday, and you know, the Bears had a chance to take over the reins, so they definitely did that. We also got that new weekly VWAP, right? In fact, if we go to the weekly chart, we're going to place an anchor on not this week, but last week's weekly candle, and then we're going to zoom in. And this is a likely downside target for Bitcoin if the intraday continues to play out bearish, guys. It would make sense that if we get, you know, we ran from this weekly anchor, right? Like this weekly started back here, right? The last week started back here. We got a little bit of play on that anchor, but then look what we did. We've been running from it like petulant children, not following the rules, just kind of being a little too gung-ho. And so if the market did have to come down, right, we would want it to sweep down here and pretty much land right on the previous week's anchor. So this would be the leapfrog strategy from that video I posted playing out on a weekly scale. If the dumps continue further on the intraday, bears it is being pitched to the bears right now. You know, like we're under that intraday volume weighted standpoint. And so I would say that we should be wary of any like short setups that are coming at us. I mean, I do see anchor, trigger, and even like a follow-up trigger wave here. Money flow pouring out on the 15-minute, potential more downside there. Not really sure. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Gazgano, thanks for posting that, bro. Drew, drop us a banger trade so I can join the VIP. Man, I think I got one for you right here, bro. I'm pretty sure, not financial advice, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have to come back and test the previous week's volume weighted average price. Not sure of the trade duration. Maybe if we go on the 15-minute and we extend that money flow out, just sometime tomorrow, we might get that deeper correction down to the previous week's VWAP. So maybe that'll play out for you. Not really sure, man. But usually you get a new week, and if you've been running from the previous week's VWAP, it's very advantageous for the market. It's healthy for the market to come back down to the previous week, the previous period's anchor there. That would kind of coincide with us tapping support on the all-time high anchor, the anchor placed at Bitcoin's all-time high. So that would be a pretty healthy move. That would dig in a lot of these gains here for us. Trench Runner says, even with the weekly green dot, the weekly green dot is very strong. You know, this is like indicating that like the overall uptrend for now is being saved on Bitcoin from this, right? Yes, this is very bullish backup for longs. Man, you know, if you were entering shorts, you would have to say that the weekly does not have your back. The monthly pretty much has your back, right? The monthly is in some pretty bad, dire straits. You got the yellow oscillator crossing down, the red dot like pinching off here. It's like a loaf pinching off. Monthly doesn't look too hot. 2 week looking a little better. You got the yellow oscillator crossing up, still yet to be saved. But yes, the weekly is looking very strong. And so, you know, probably the better play would be if we do come down to that previous week's anchor, that would be a long, right? So there's some nice good prices down here. We can see some good candle strength down here at that previous week's anchor at around 66445. If we did have to come down there, that's not that big of a drop, guys. It's really not that big of a drop. It's a little 4.5%. And we are below the current week's VWAP and the current intraday VWAP. So the bears are in control in the very immediate short term. That's just what I'm seeing, right? And so this could come down a little bit here and provide you a re-entry based on backup that you have from the weekly chart looking bullish. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Don't want to ignore, you know, the bearish day that we've gone into here. That being said, if price could reclaim 70K. If we get over the intraday, get a nice wave reading down here, I may flip my tune by tomorrow if we can hold up here at these levels, get over the intraday again, flip the week bullish, right? But a weekly VWAP being bearish, not something to scoff at. As long as the price actually is under this weekly VWAP and the intraday, then we would expect the price to continue down in the immediate short term. So I believe that any downward, you know, we have a lot of support, a lot of volume weighted average price support down here. You've got the weekly VWAP and the all-time high VWAP backing you up here at around 66.4, right? Or 66.1 to 66.4. If you dump to that, you got the FG push-up line. My push-ups are carrying us up over 64.5. You got the May anchor. I mean, we could dump all the way down to 63577 and May would still be considered a bullish month. It's just, I'm not expecting a May anchor correction until like June. What would make more sense to me is if overall May continues to be frothy, flopping and groping to the upside until we get June 1st, right? And then we get an anchor, and then from that June anchor, we make a correction at the start of June back to the May anchor. That would make the most sense for me, but it's just an idea that I'm thinking of. We did hit the level 3 volatility band of our Q2 anchor, so you know, we hit a target on Bitcoin in terms of like, you know, how crazy it could go in the short term. So I'm expecting like just some healthy ebbing and flowing sideways and up overall, but maybe like down and then a bounce sideways up for the remainder of May, and then an early June correction. That's what I'm anticipating. Trench Runner says, do I ever look at the 30-minute or less? I do, man, I do. Especially when looking at the intraday VWAP. I like to see what's going on here. I like to see, you know, that you can zoom in as much as you want on these anchors, and the anchors are always the same. You know, the intraday's at 70K, whether you're on the 5-minute or the 65-minute. And so, yeah, you could zoom in as much as you want and really analyze what's going on around these anchors here. You see what's going on right now on the 3-minute is a very textbook anchor trigger short. You see the anchor wave with the 3 humps there, looking like a bear div that formed there, with the weekly VWAP giving you that key level to short from, and then you get the trigger wave, and then we lose the DBSI, we lose the intraday, and we lose the weekly VWAP, and we continue down. So there is that downward follow through once we lose that bullish structure. So yeah, I love those micro time frames, man. So we're coming down to these lows, testing these lows again. Pretty sharp downtrend in the short term, man. Haven Custom says, given the Dixie bouncing off its current descending trading channel, given the Fed always muddying the waters, I'm curious to see what happens next. Let's check the Dixie real quick. So first of all, on the weekly, we've been anticipating the downward moves that we have been seeing based off the weekly, looking like, you know, we're just going off that red dot that we saw. Now there is a rising support. So let me do a ray tool. If you guys ever do trend lines, I like to use ray tool, magnet mode, and boom. So we're right here on this trend line here. You're right. This is a, you know, kind of like a bounce point for the Dixie. That being said, look at this overall downtrend that we're in. For me to be super bullish on Dixie, I would think that the 1 hour DBSI, we want that to flip green if you are a sadist and you want this chart to go up. This is one of the few charts I want to go down, bro. I don't like the dollar, man. I like my country, but I don't like the Dixie, man. I want this shit to dump, baby. Stock market, you know, since we're talking about the overall market environment, you see the stock market running on that anchor there, running on the intraday, holding these high levels, surprisingly not coming down and filling this gap here. But even if it did have to, like from some larger divergence, look, now you've got anchors right at about that level That would hold the market up quite well. So the stock market's looking pretty strong, even if there is a small correction there. Nightshade says, no, it's going up forever. How could you elude anything else? Nightshade, I'm curious what you think, bro. In fact, if you want to pop on, man, let me know, and we'll get you on here, man. Been digging your analysis, so if you want to pop on the stream for a conversation, I'm down, bro. How's Ethereum doing? So ETH had a big pump, sideways up. We haven't corrected down from the majority of that pump here. Man, oh man, look at that inverse Bart Simpson, man. That was a crazy. ETH is crazy, bro. I got somewhat burned on this, bro. I had to. This made me rethink, dude. I rethinked my whole life, man, on that hike today. I was like, shit, man. I got too much link. What was I thinking, bro? I got burned on this shit. As decent as my TA has been, I made a big mistake. Jeeting ETH at like the worst fucking moment, bro. Your boy got, bro. Not gonna lie. But I looked at myself in the mirror, and man, I swapped some link back into ETH, swapped some BTC back into ETH. So I got 8% of my portfolio is ETH again. And I'm happy. You know, even at the higher price, I'm like, okay, I got some ETH again. I'm happy. I'm not dragging my foot in denial about ETH roaring back here. That being said, you know, there's a lot of structure from this move that may need to be dug in. But either way, any close above these anchors is going to slowly turn those anchors up and eventually drag ETH into a larger uptrend. So I love this shit. Giving us this big high level is dragging these anchors up substantially for us. You see the DBSI flipping green. You see these big quarterly anchors turning up, and just the overall picture of ETH. You know, you see we bounced off that support from the low there. You know, that coincides. No matter what low you choose on ETH, we bounced off all the supports. You know, and the ETH BTC chart found some really nice support from these lifetime lows and lifetime highs. We've really bounced off that super duper important key level. You see the weekly bull div playing out still. I believe this is still early. It's just the reason why we've slammed our head on ETH is because we've got previous quarterly bearish sentiments that we're now sticking our head into. You know, it's like you stick your head up into an attic and it's the grudge girl that's in there and she's like, bleh, you know? So that's what ETH did. Like, you're not supposed to go in the attic, bro. This is a scary movie, man. This is the scary crypto ring grudge fucked up Asian shit, you know? So you stick your head up in there and there's some monsters in the attic, bro. Trench Runner says, make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys, please. In the immediate short term, hit the like button. Srikanth Reddy says, could you show your SR settings? Yeah, man. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick and go to the scalp time frame. So Cipher SR, the first setting is you got to use standard candles if you're going to be trading with the intraday VWAP. That is this white intraday strategy line. It's better on standard candles. And I would say any small time frame analysis, standard candles are going to be superior to Heikin Ashis. Whereas if you go into the planning time frames and the macro time frames, the Heikin Ashis are wonderful. But on these micro time frames, having the exact data really matters. You know, like getting the actually helping you place your orders and shit. If you're using Heikin Ashis on these small time frames, the Heikin Ashis are a manipulation of the price data. They're not the exact candlestick price data. You know, so I recommend standard candles if you're going to use SR. And these other tools on SR are wonderful. They provide good key levels, but I don't need these supports or resistances because I use VWAPs. I have dynamic support, volume weighted supports and resistances. So I've disabled these Cipher resistance and support dots, although they are powerful. And I like to use resolution from a larger time frame. I'll use dots from like the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Use a planning time frame resolution on the scalp time frames, if that makes sense, if you are going to use those dots. But for my strategy, I disable these, and I already have an idea of what's the daily high, what's the daily low, and what's the midpoint. And so these other tools are, they assisted me when I first began with SR. But what they do is they teach you what is the daily high, what is the daily low. You know, those are really important levels to watch. Now I have those in my head. I just see what they are clearly on the chart, because I see when the intraday VWAP is resetting, and so to me it's automatic. I know that this is the high for the day, this candle right up here. I don't need that extra line on my chart to show me that. So I disable everything except the VWAP, and then I went into the defaults. Make sure you save as default. That way every time you open SR, it's just that VWAP there. And I also like to employ the DBSI. So I like having that 200 moving candle average that gives you the good trend bias. And I'm telling you guys, when you've got all three of these things lining up, this is like the complete strategy. You've got, you know, you've got the price action coming under a DBSI, flipping the DBSI red. You're under the intraday. You're under a weekly, monthly, or macro technically placed anchor, some sort of big key level anchor, and you have the follow through for that move to the downside. You have everything you need. You got the anchor trigger on Market Cipher B. You know, it's like, what more could you ask for? You know, but that's my SR settings, man. Hopefully that answered your question. Oh, how to enable the weekly VWAP, Street Can't. So what you can do to get weekly VWAPs is you go to the anchored VWAP tool, and it would make sense that if you go to your weekly chart and you just simply click on the current and previous week's candle, you know, you click on these weekly candles here, right? And that'll generate weekly scale VWAPs, a VWAP place at the beginning of that week. So now when you zoom in to this, like the 65 minute or something, you'll see we now have these anchors here. You see, you got one, let's see here. Let me actually delete these and then replace them, so I'm very certain about which ones we placed. So we'll put them on the last two, right? Now we go into the scalp time frames. And boom, so you can see that, man, what the heck? What was that anchor that what was I looking at before, bro? Let's see. Boom. Boom. I wonder what that other anchor I was looking at. We were like slipping under an anchor. Now I'm tripping out, bro. Now I'm tripping out. But you can see that we're riding on this weekly anchor here. And you have the previous week. You know what I'm saying? So it's what happened is we're riding on this new weekly anchor, and we never got a test of the previous week's anchor, right? And so it's very advantageous for us to come down and test this previous week's anchor. That would give us some much needed structure. So that's how you set weekly anchors, bro. You could do it for the monthly, you could do it for the quarter, for the 3-month chart, that would be quarterly. But that's like my shortcut for setting those. Make sure you're in the settings. Make sure you're in OHLC4 for the source, and that's about it. Now I'm curious, what was that anchor that I placed? Did I just like have one at the high, or I had some anchor placed up here that we had slipped under? But either way, oh well. Is what it is. Good to see you guys in. Man Bear Pig, good to see you, man. Oh, it just got here. Where is the poop line? Wait, where? Oh, the poop line's down here, bro. And by the way, all the poop line is an anchor placed at the yearly low, right? The lowest price of 2024 was this bottom here on January 23rd, which happens to be, if you go to the 3-month and you place an anchor on Q4 of 2023 and you go back down to that daily, as soon as we got Q1 of 2024, boom, we crashed down off that ETF hype right down to Q4 of 2023. So you see that leapfrog strategy, get a new period. First thing we do is go to the previous period, find some demand. You know what I'm saying? So that happened there. We rally up. Next thing we know, we get Q2, this red line, on April 1st. What's the first thing we do? We dump down to the previous quarter's VWAP, and we find some demand down there. So you got that quarterly leapfrogging going on. So you got weekly leapfrogging, monthly leapfrogging, quarterly leapfrogging. It's like bots, bro. AZTV says they keep cucking us from new all-time highs. Everything's happening as it should in God's plan. There is no cucking, okay? That's in your mind, bro. You got to get the cucking out of your mind. Don't be thinking like that, bro. This shit, it is happening. You know, things are happening. The things are happening. It's just happening. It's happening. I mean, what's happening, man? Man, Pig says, what more, break the poop line, man? I don't think we're gonna break that poop line, man. We pumped up over that poop line. We don't want to go back there, bro. Bitcoin already pooped. We already lost that poop line. Took a big dump. We came back up and we shitted ourselves. We wiped our ass and we moved on with our day, bro. Yeah, tell him to hit the likes, Man Bear Pig. Hit the like because Man Bear Pig said. But we don't have freeloaders in here, man. We get the NickCipher community, man. We're go-getters, bro. We just did 25 push-ups and like all of us did it, man. I don't need your guys' likes. I go live doing workouts with like 0 to 3 people watching me, bro. Like I don't need people's attention to continue doing what I'm doing, man. I have to do this shit whether you guys like it or not. Addy says, how do you add the anchored VWAP tool? You gotta watch my videos on my YouTube, bro, but it's just a drawing tool on the left. Just star that tool, watch my videos, bro. But thank you for asking, man. Thank you for asking. It's the best tool on that TradingView toolbar for sure. So definitely look more into it if you want to generate volume weighted dynamic supports for yourself that are better than anything else. Satoshi Nakamoto says, I finally got what the poop line is after you told us like 50 times. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't tell you all my secrets, Satoshi. You know, I just call it the poop line, right? But all it is the yearly low. You know, it's the opposite of the orange line. You know, you have the orange, the urine line. You have the poop and the pee. You know, so the orange line from our yearly high, juxtaposed by the poop line from our yearly low. Then you've got the year-to-date anchor, an anchor placed at this Q1, right? Which is also the first of the year, so it's your Q1 anchor, but this purple line is also your year-to-date anchor, right? The yellow line, this is just when I started my push-up challenge, so this is pure nonsense, pure FG, just trolling you and trolling everybody. That's all that yellow line is. And then the only other anchor that I even use is the Q2. Once we got April 1st, that was Q2, right? That's a really important anchor. And look, we dumped down straight to the previous these previous anchors down here off that shit. So we also got a May anchor too. I like to see how the month is doing, right? The current month. So we see that, you know, over the course of May, we really undid a lot of the damage from April. We rallied up. We tested the April anchor as resistance immediately. So we did that leapfrog strategy back up, come back down, settle on the May anchor, inverse head and shoulders, back up there, break the resistance, boom. You get that additional follow through. I believe that May is gonna continue to be bullish. It's going to sneak up more and more, right? It's just gonna do this shit until June. And the price is gonna do some shit like this. And then a new monthly anchor, a June anchor, will be created. And I believe that the first thing we will do is we will go back to that May anchor. That's what I'm thinking. Nightshade, Main, I appreciate you on the backup, bro. You know I'm a freaking one-man army, bro. I come and handle the markets, the FloppingGropers. I handle anything that comes at me, bro. I'm a freaking animal, man. Because I handled myself. I fight myself every day. Key Z Carmoot says, what do you think about Matic chart for long term? Man, it is time to start talking about the altcoin charts. Okay, I'll click on Matic for you. And we will go into this. But let me check real quick some things real quick. First of all, I've been working with Crown Chakra. We got some merch designs, dude. Me and Crown have been cooking in the kitchen. You know, we're still working on shit. These are just some early designs. But we got the big bad Wolf of Wall Street. We got man, we got the FloppingGroper. Look at this thing, man. I'm still working on it. But do you guys like this? It's like the little coins. He's like little Pac-Man eating coins. Flopping and groping, bro. The bull. We got the bull. We got the big bad Wolf of Wall Street. I like this one here. This bull here. Ooh, this is nice. I got the Phoenix, bro. You see, I got the Phoenix going on. We've been cooking in the kitchen, man. I like this one too, the Market Cipher. Yeah. So we got some cool. This was just one day of cooking, so we got more things. We're leaving Teespring, and we're switching over to this new shit. So it should be better, but it's coming, man. I'm working on the merch. Yeah, you guys been flopping and groping. I also have an entire garage full of shirts. Now they're mostly fucked up sizes that nobody wants. But I need to just like organize all this shit, get a tally of all my products, and I want to get you guys' addresses and like mail a bunch of shit out. I'll like put it into packs of like, I'll take like one of each shirt, all larges, and I'm like, who's a large? And like, I'll just try and like sell you guys like for a good deal. I got some like discount merch just in my garage. I really don't want to go to the Litecoin Summit and pass this shit out, not gonna lie. I would rather send it to you people, you know. So I got some old discount merch. Like, see this pencil neck shirt? It's just like a nice pencil neck shirt that fits really good, you know. Like, it makes you want to look at the charts all day, like me. So yeah, I got some old merch and we got new merch coming. We'll be figuring our shit. We're figuring our shit out here slowly at Market Cipher, bro. We're flopping and groping. Which, by the way, are complementary terms. Flop and grope. You know, grope, it reminds me of, like, something Joe Biden would do, right? But it also just means, like, you know, to fumble, to grapple, search for, to fish for, you know, to flounder. So to grope is, you're kind of just, like, imagine, like, you're looking for a light switch in the dark. You know, you're looking for it to grasp at anything you can for understanding, you know, and if you're flopping, that means you're making mistakes, but that means you're trying, bro. You know, so it's a humbling admission to admit that you have flopped and groped, or are flopping and groping. It's a term that is near and dear to me. You know, that both these terms like kind of mean the same thing. You can see that since the year 2000, I've been bringing this shit back, bro. I mean, flopping and groping was really big back in 1980, and then that shit died off, bro. But your boy is bringing this shit back. Man, we need some new data. This is from like 2008. I guess flop started becoming a household term ever since 2008, and I'm trying to blast it into the stratosphere, bro. I'm trying to make flopping and groping a household term. So yeah, man. The merch. What is a flopping groper? One thing I wanted to go over was the inflows, bro. The inflows, bro. Still positive. Gone up a little bit since 5/17. We got some new data in from May 20th, a day or two ago, I guess. Flows are still positive and kind of scooping up. And I mean, I was wondering what happened to my music, man. Flows are positive though, so that's good. Flows every day. The flows are positive. Is a day where the supply is getting shrunk up even more because the mining, less Bitcoin is being mined. So we're putting that work in, man. Ethereum-based meme coins rally in reaction to the spot ETF approval. Indeed, ETH coming back is big for ETH memes. Big resurgence of ETH meme coins, even though they've already been doing good. Coinbase to launch gold and oil futures trading. That's huge, bro. Dude, you guys gotta be hyped for that, right? That's awesome. Even though I don't like Coinbase that much at all, I haven't even logged onto my Coinbase account in forever. I'm basically like my brother's OTC desk at this point. I don't even want to go too much into it, but I've found a way personally in my life to avoid Coinbase altogether, and I like it where I'm at right now. Trump campaign accepting crypto donations, including Dogecoin and Shiba. Damn. That's crazy. Everyone's flopping and groping over the ETFs, the ETH ETFs. The Gala exploit shit, that shit was sketchy as hell. Good thing I don't have any Gala. This is always, so stuff like this is always like good for price, even though like, man, I always have compassion for all market participants, right? Like, you know, someone going to prison for the rest of their life is sad, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of price, it's always good when an evildoer gets punished, bro, because we're like, it's like town of Salem up in this bitch. The crypto space, we love to hang people in the town square, man. If it means that even if the price goes up 1%, we will hang someone over that shit. So that stuff's good. Criminals getting caught. Gropers getting groped. Floppers getting groped. I got the best news analysis, guys. I swear, nobody's better at reading news than I am, man. All right, so we'll go into the meme coins or altcoin analysis here. We will go into Matic first. Let me make another coffee, and we'll jump right into it. We'll jump right into the altcoins, and then we'll call it after like a half hour or so of altcoin analysis. So stay with me. I'll be right back in like 3 minutes.
I recommend you check your menu when you're fucking with me. A ruthless cracker with the temper from the Tennessee. I'm about my house slanging breakfast on the side for the cheap. So come and cop your wares a double piece. Dropping suckers off like John Wick. That aim is true. Don't try to cross your fingers. Trigger itching G's flow in my veins. I'll send your soul to Jesus. Stupid hoe that talk is cheap, but best believe it. We can run with if you wanna with your arena. Come face the freezer. Nighty night. I guess that's all she wrote. Them devilish verses got you yearning for more, so I do my thing. But run up on my spot, it's a murder case. On the stand, I plead the fifth. I'm taking this plot to the fucking grave. This one's for all your bitches, the hoes. These internet gangsters off in the cup with your goals. I'm on the stank, yeah, and as I emerge, I'ma need that crown. Bow down, I paid my dues inside the village of the underground. Trick. What you looking at? I ain't your mirror, but I'm quick to serve a pimp slap. Yeah, I thought you knew the deal. Don't tussle with the mag unless you wanna rest in peace. You can run and grab your guns, but you can't hide from your demons. Ronda Louise, become a victim of this evil game. Fuck peace, you gotta reap what you sow. Cause in this life there ain't no redos, buddy. You better watch your tone. What's the problem, city boy? What you looking at? I ain't your mirror, but I'm quick to peel your cap back. Ain't nothing wrong with breaking bread. It's only when you come for mine, I'm stomping till you dead. Pump. This one's for all your bitches and hoes. These internet gangsters off in the cup with your golds. I'm on the stank, yeah, and as I emerge, I'ma need that crown. Bow down, I paid my dues inside the village of the underground. recommend you check your menu when you're fucking with me. A roof is cracking with the temper from the Tennessee. I'm about my house slanging practice on the side for the cheap. So come and cop your ass a double piece. Dropping suckers off like John Wick. That aim is true. Don't try to cross your fingers. Trigger itching G's flow in my veins. I'll send your soul to Jesus. Stupid hoe that talk is cheap, but best believe it. We can rumble if you wanna with your arena. Come face the freezer.
You guys want to listen to crown music, man? That's cool. Let me get that going. That's cool. If you search up and down, we're like right here, man. Almost 300K views on that shit. I made this video, bro. This is my video. Bear with me, man. Let me do some fan service and then we'll get into the odds.
You see the market going up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. You see the market going up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. The market going up, the market going down. Keep on playing with my emotions. All I want is some more tokens. Hard for me to meditate cause I'm always in motion. So grateful for this knowledge and didn't have to go to college. I hope that you acknowledge I'll be all about the money flow. Looking for some crypto I can buy for the low. Market dumped all on me, I consider that a low blow. Forgot to set a stop loss, man, you slipping, that's a no. Working with this leverage got me all up in the bank vault. Put in all this work, you can't be mad, it ain't my fault. I've been smashing Rari, doing donuts on the asphalt. Anti-laser radar shield, nope, I will not get caught. Neighbors taking pictures when I pull up out the garage. 300K in bells and whistles, this is not a facade. Got the groupies going crazy, wanna slob on my knob. I can't teach you everything, no sir, that ain't my job. You see the market going up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. You see the market going up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Crypto face, alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Market going up and down just like a pogo. Scamming in my comments, then you probably are a bozo. Been real from the start, man, didn't you get the memo? Offshore accounts, but my bars are on tempo. Corners, I'ma bend them. Rari, I RPM them. Hands off the wheel, positive traction when I spin them. Trading is my specialty, nobody can really mess with me. When it comes to BTC, yep, I got the recipe. In and out carefully, fine tune my strategy. Technical analysis, my whale crew some savages. Hardly check my balances, they keep on going up. Big old dog named Sid, been a beast since a pup. Some of y'all call it luck, I call it divine intervention. When I'm pulling up, you can already see the engine. Game so cold, might as well you be see the market going up. Up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. You see the market going up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah, man. My bro, the legend, man. Look at him. You guys like these dancing shots?
Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto.
I like this part over here where it's like all the Chinamen dancing.
Nakamoto. Alter ego, Satoshi Nakamoto. You see the market going up, 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 up. That means it's finna go down. Alter ego.
Yeah, man. Best song in crypto. The ultimate pump song. Absolute banger. Man, I gotta do more crown music videos, bro. It's crazy, man. The memories have been crazy, man. What a journey. You know, it's crazy that I'm just a dude. And, you know, in the eyes of a lot of people, my brother and I are like important during for the whole cryptocurrency revolution and shit, you know? So it's like, man, we're just super grateful to like be a part of that. Sounds cheesy as hell, but man, how could I walk away from this? You know, how could I walk away from you guys after that? You know, after a legacy like that, man, I'm in this shit for life, man. I'm in this shit deep now, man. All right, so we're gonna open the floors to altcoin analysis. Your boy FG is still here after all these years. I'm a middle-aged white man now, but at least I can touch my toes, and I'm still in this bitch. So give me your altcoins, and we'll go over all this shit. How's Matic looking? Matic's still on a downtrend, bro. Still on a downtrend. Got a lot of ways to go before we regain structure. In the gulag, man. Yeah, established downtrend. Even a pump out of here might get slammed back down. So it's not, you could buy the dip if you really believe in the project, but yeah, it's not showing strength. Ew, brother. Ew, what is that, brother? XRP, we're off to a rough start here today, man. We are off to a rough start. Making me look at XRP. First, I see a hidden bear div on the daily at DBSI resistance. Thanks, bro. Ew, what is that, brother? Oh, on the weekly, you know, the weekly is actually turning up. Weekly is turning up. You know, as shitter as Ripple is, you slap an anchor on that low, and we are holding on that anchor nicely, you know, and Ripple does have rips. Ripple tends to rip and then crash back down. So, you know, if Ripple rips, it's like sell that shit quick. You know what I'm saying? And try to get a re-entry, because this is the spikiest, most fuck job coin in all of crypto. I hate this shit. I hate Ripple. I don't get how there's Instagram kids who are like 22 years old shilling Ripple saying it's gonna go up and shit when it's not showing the strength I like to see. And also when it does pump, it does it wrong, man. It just pumps wrong in a way that screws you. It goes up and then dumps down. It's not a performance momentum driven coin where it pumps, you can get in and at least like get some gains going into that. Like, it's already time to sell by the time the shit goes up. So yeah, Ripple's a heartbreaker, bro. Got a couple other recommendations here from digital asset. We got Near, HBAR, Flow, and Filecoin. Near, last time I checked it was looking quite bullish. The weekly, susceptible to knives to the upside over the 60 line. Yellow oscillator fresh crossing up, money flow pouring in, already come up a lot, but man, it's still looking strong from an oscillator standpoint. You got anchors that we're riding over. Where's my Q2 at? That's our Q2. Damn, this is our Q2. Okay, so we're riding on Q2. What's the upper band looking like? Haven't gone up there yet. Oh hell yeah, it's the FloppingGroper song. I made this instrumental and then Cyborg took the instrumental and made this mix out of it. Near, looking, okay, so we're at some support on Near, some good support. Can we zoom in and see if there is a long here? A little bit of hidden bull div. Got an anchor wave on the 65 minute. You're still looking for a trigger wave on here, but you got an anchor wave and some uptrended money flow. 2 hour looking good. See the bull div, the standard bull div on the 2 hour. If this wave can cross up here, you got a green DBSI, so your longs are favored on that 2 hour time frame. Maybe you could wait for the 4 hour to turn up to get you in there. But like, you are at some support. We came back down, kicked a bunch of people out who were long, and it might be a good time to jump back in. Near's looking good. Or let's look at H-bar. H-bar is a good one to look at, man. I own some H-bar. Pumped up, dumped down. We still held the rising up channel here. It looks like we're kind of contending with that. We got that green DBSI. We got a 4 hour uptrend. So far, it's okay. You know, was that pump an upward target for us to slowly grind up to? I hope so, man. I really hope so. Got a bit of a lower, we got some lower highs going on right now. We got this like lower high action, which I don't like to see. Contending with our 65 minute DBSI. I'm a little on the verge with H-bar, man. I'm a little worried about the H-bar that I'm holding. Let's do a deeper anchor analysis of this. We are over the Q2 anchor. That is some strength. Coincides nicely with our May anchor, both working together to provide a solid volume weighted support base for an upward move if we can hold those levels. From a year to date standpoint, we're over that too. Look, all these anchors working together to provide a very stable base for H-bar. We really don't want to lose 10 cents on H-bar. You guys seeing this? How H-bar, judging by our macro anchors, we have to hold 10 cents. If we lose 10 cents on H-bar, things could get ugly. But if we hold over 10 cents, then we could potentially shoot up to that upward target generated by the stupid wick that we got from that fake news. We're gonna look at flow. Flow had a bottoming pattern on the daily that looks like it has just come over, flipped the daily DBSI green. Doing okay from a May standpoint. Still doing shitty from a quarterly standpoint. You would want this to come over to expect the rest of this quarter to be bullish for flow. Right now, it actually seems like a short opportunity. You see a hidden bearish divergent kind of setup where despite the waves coming up a lot, you know, look at this downward pressure. The blue wave's trending up, but look, the price is much, much, much lower. So with that volume bearing down on you overhead, flow, even though it may have formed a bottoming pattern, it's just contending with a lot of downward pressure right now. If we did manage to flip 98.5 cents, you know, that yellow Q2 anchor right there, I would feel a lot better about this coin. You're pretty close to a point where it could demonstrate some performance that you would want to invest in, right? We're not quite there yet. We're banging our head on that shit. So not the best chart, but not the worst either. Potential bottoming pattern down here at these lows. And let me check your last. You wanted me to look at one more chat. Digital Asset Degen said, FYI, Gala did get the monies back today. Oh, that's good for them. Good for Gala. Happy to, thanks for letting me clarify that with my audience, man. So Gala did manage to fix their shit. Where did the recommendations go, bro? Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Oh, Filecoin. That was your last recommendation. Sorry, that took me a long time to find your comment, bro. But yeah, let's take a look at Filecoin. Damn, dude, Filecoin's looking exactly the same as the last chart we were looking at, almost. It's like you got this bottoming pattern, got that red DBSI, creeping up over the May, you know, doing okay. May is doing okay. Just hitting our head on that Q2, man. Kind of an underperformer. Got a bad year-to-date kind of sentiment going on there, so yeah, you're definitely not buying performance. You know, you're buying the lows, you're buying the dip, right? So it depends on what kind of investor you are. If you're looking for coins that are already showing strength to rotate into and then rotate out of, rotate your profits out of, you know, Filecoin isn't for you just yet. If you're looking for just cheap shit, regardless of whether it's showing actual performance over its macro anchors, then you could be catching a low here. You know, you could be catching these lows, but still got these downsloped anchors overhead. Julia Wynn says ARB. Let's look at ARB. Looking at ARB for you, Julia. Let's look at Binance, maybe. Actually, let's look at the Bybit chart. Doing okay on that May anchor, like most cryptos. Creeping up over the Q2. Finally, we're getting some price action up there. You still got that hidden bearish divergence setup. A little bit of turbulence here at this level. You see the waves have come up, but we're still much, much lower. So it's going to be a fight. You got a red DBSI underneath. That means that the likelihood of this just being a bearish trigger wave to the downside is at rather high, you know, because you're under a downsloped daily DBSI line. So in my opinion, you know, you got a bleeder. We got a bleeder here, man. Not gonna lie. This is like a coin where, yeah, give us your ETH, give us your Bitcoin, and then watch this coin not perform as good as ETH or Bitcoin as you keep buying the dip and keep buying the dip. You know, most of these coins are in that same boat, you know. That being said, I like that we've peaked up over Q2. Looks like on a 6-hour standpoint, some of these planning timeframes have flipped pretty bullish, so you could be catching a bottom here. Could be catching another bottom pattern. I feel like a lot of these alts, you know, they got sent into the gulag, and it's just going to take me personally a while for my style of analysis to reflect the type of strength that I would want to see to rotate in any of my Ether Bitcoin into them. You know, I tend, you guys know how I roll, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see some performance over some upsloped anchors. I like to see an environment like over here where the DBSI is green, sloping up, and the shit's trending up, not fighting its way out of the gauntlet, you know? Let's look up INJ for Mr. Audie H. What's up, Mr. Audie H? INJ. Injective, or whatever the hell it's called. Let's see if there's any money being injected into Injective. Again, man, this is another kind of a bleeder that's starting to come back. You got us falling underneath the April anchor, doing good on May, doing everything it can to prove itself, you know, from a May standpoint. It's just, you've got an overall downtrend, you've got downslope anchors. It's not showing performance, it's showing will to survive, and that's about it. It's clinging to life. It's clinging to life. Bit of a bearish divergence setup here. You know, where, you know, from these red dots over here, we were way up here testing we were once we lost the year-to-date sentiment, we were creating these red dot, like these highs in the blue wave, we finally come up over the 0 line, but we're way lower, and so there's a lot of a fight left to go for INJ. SKL. This one's looking a little better. I see on the daily here, we're scooping up quite strongly. DBSI flip green. Looks like some anchor wave, basic strategy shit going on here. You got that BitBoy green dot with a little bull div, money flow curving up a bit. Look at that RSI, nice and oversold, crossing over 12. Looking pretty good, man. Let's do a comprehensive volume weighted average price analysis on this guy. Man, again, it's like doing great on May, better than any coin that we've seen so far. Slamming its head on the quarterly anchor. I'm anticipating a trigger wave, a bearish trigger wave, and a hidden bear div playing out in like the short term, right? Just a little bit of turbulence here. Hopefully we can get over that and get over that Q2 anchor. If you can get past 9.3 cents, then you're pretty much in the clear on SKL. Z Carmoot, man, you really want me to look at Cardano, man? You brother, what is this, my brother? Cardano literally performing the same as all these other coins. I believe this light blue line is our Q2. So I've been on this, we've been doing this Cardano analysis day in, day out. Man, I'll let you guys know when Cardano's doing good, man. I'll let you know when Anthony Hopkins gets his shit together, bro. Zed Carmoot says to look at the 5-day chart, though. On the 5-day chart, you do see a really nice, what is this, okay, I'm not seeing a hidden bull div. But yeah, you got a nice anchor trigger setup here. This is anchor trigger. You got this anchor back here. We came up, formed this kind of macro like impulse wave, come down here, and it's looking good from a momentum standpoint for this to continue chewing through its anchors. If Cardano can get past 50 cents over that Q2 anchor, it's looking a lot better. I will say that. You know, obviously, if Bitcoin and ETH are going to be running and the markets are going to be pumping, I would expect the majority of these coins to pump as well. The question is, how are these pairs going to trade against Bitcoin, ETH? I'd say the best thing you could do is perhaps look at the ADA to Bitcoin chart. I wonder what that looks like, man. What a bleeder, bro. Man, it's like, where do you even begin? You know, where do you even begin? I'm not fucking with coins that aren't, you know, showing like a bull run over Bitcoin. You know, why would you give Cardano any of your Bitcoin? Why would you give Anthony Hopkins any Bitcoin? Unless this chart, the price action was on top of some upsloped anchors. You know what I'm saying? This is like a coin for cucks. Like, for real. Ed Camp says to look at CHZ. Dude, what is CHZ, bro? Is that a cheese coin? What is this, bro? I don't know what this. I never heard of this before. But not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed with the suggestions. Where's Turbo Daddy? Are you in here, Turbo Daddy? There we go. Yeah, Turbo Daddy's in the chat telling me what's going on. Turbo Daddy knows the coins that are popping. He's telling me to look at people, bro. We'll look at that people coin in a second, man, because I got a feeling Turbo Daddy's not gonna let me down, man. He's gonna show me some performance. You gotta be ready to go, bro. You know, we're trying to follow the money. We're not trying to bet on some losers, bro. Let's see. Cheese, bro. Your cheese coin is, you know, fighting its way out of the gulag. Fighting its way out of the gulag. We are over those volume weighted. Look, the DBSI on the 6-hour turned green. You're over these anchors. Could be some strength manifesting in cheese coin. But, you know, just like a block of cheese, it kind of, even though it's edible, right? This is a digestible chart. We're digesting this, but you know what? It stinks a little bit. It stinks a little bit. Let's look at People Coin. I got a feeling, see here, this is what I'm talking about, man. See, this is a Chad's coin. This is a coin for Chads. You know, testing. Let's feel out that triple top. You know what I'm saying? Let's feel up these top levels. Let's get some price action on top of some upsloped, bullish, testosterone-filled anchors with a nice green DBSI, 12-hour waves coming up. How's the weekly looking? Man, the weekly's only gotten started, bro. See, this is the shit I like to see. I'm a people person, bro. Got a lot of room for upside. What is going on with this People coin, dude? What is going on? These anchors pretty much all working together at around this 3 to 4 cent level up here. That's an important level to hold for People coin, but I love the money flow coming in on the weekly and that wave just getting started, bro. The RSIs that we've only just barely, we haven't even achieved market strength yet. If these RSIs can get up to 88 all the way up here, then the party begins, bro. AZTV says Pepe is ultrasound money. I believe that it is, man. Pepe is a coin for Chads. Election season meme community hype. I see exactly why Pepe coin is pumping. It's the greatest meme of all time. Pepe the Frog is the greatest meme of all time. It's bigger than, in my opinion, it's bigger than Doge. It's really important. Pepe is really important. It's like a cultural phenomenon. These Pepe the Frogs. Back in like 2017, I took an old girlfriend to Mexico, and I was exploring this abandoned building, and like I found a rare Pepe. I found like someone drew a Pepe on the wall of this like abandoned building on the beach in Mexico, and like I just knew, man, that Pepe was the future, bro. Like he's everywhere. Even Hillary Clinton knows who Pepe the Frog is. Like she sees Pepe the Frog and starts having PTSD, bro. About 2016. Crypto Penny says Render. Let's look at Render. Render's a coin that I'm holding in my portfolio, so I want to see this shit pumping. As you can see, I only hold Chad projects. See, this is a coin where the weekly is in ascension, looking pretty good. 2 days still coming up. Monthly's rising. 2 week is still rising. Not a bad project, man. Not a bad chart. See, at least I got a green DBSI underneath me on my coins. AZTV says to look at Ondo. Ondo's seeing a bit of a correction off of like the Q2 volatility band. Definitely hit a bit of like a top here at these levels, but it does have some solid support. It's in a bullish structure, right? We're over the May anchor and we're over that Q2 anchor. So as long as it can hold 85 cents to 81 cents, the low to mid 80 cent level, Ondo is still looking strong. But I would expect a bit of a pullback. Just looking at the daily here, this looks a little bearish in like the medium term. That being said, like you're looking at these planning time frame DBSIs, and it's very upsloped, very green, and so to short this down doesn't seem like the play. You know, waiting for a long opportunity, a long setup off of perhaps like, you know, damn, actually, if you place an anchor at this low, as long as we can hold this like 92-cent level, we might see waves cooling off, might see something happening here. But if we had to lose this level, maybe we go back down to like 85 cents and maybe you see like anchor trigger long on that on Ondo. I'm not sure, man. But you see why it's correcting. We hit the top of the volatility band, getting a little bear div here on the 4-hour, daily turning down, RSI is turning down. Yeah. We got to look at a couple of these other meme coins. Got to look at Bonk. Looking for Bonk to catch up like Heinz with Pepe. We're over these anchors. I think that its time is coming. Let it do its thing. It's in a bullish stance, guys. We got a green DBSI. We're over the all-time high anchor here. It's in a real good spot. It's in a real good spot. It just probably needs to cool off a little bit. But look at the weekly turning up. So don't give up on Bonk. Whiff is that's okay. That's our Q2. Whiff is kind of having this like lackadaisical Q2, but look at the wave on the daily. A nice low wave. And remember, guys, we're way over our year-to-date anchor, and we're holding up here at these levels. That being said, we really need Whiff to come over $3. Whiff really needs to come over $3, and then we kind of get way more bullish on Whiff. So set an alert on Whiff for $3. If Whiff breaks $3, I believe that Whiff can get a sniff. Looking at Sol, BTC, and Sol. We gotta check the Sol out. On the daily, getting a red dot here. Yellow oscillator crossing down. But the weekly is seemingly saved. So, a little bit mixed signals here, but we are in that bullish structure. So, I guess the cards are stacked more long favor because that weekly looks really strong, right? So, if we can settle down into these planning time frames, find a long off of maybe an intraday. I mean, like, look what's going on right now, actually. A bit of anchor trigger action on Sol on the 30-minute DBSI. Potential traction on top of the intraday. If you slap an anchor on this low on Sol, that's at $179.40. So if we come over $179.40, we're back over that anchor. Puts us in a really strong position there. Another thing to look at would possibly be an anchor at this high at around that same level at about 179.70 cents. If we can come over these two anchors and we're building structure on the intraday and you got this anchor trigger, Sol's all of a sudden looking a lot better for us. If we look at Sol BTC, same kind of deal on this pair. Sol's doing okay on BTC. If we can keep over the intraday, look at the anchor triggers here going on in the short time frame. Yes, the daily looks like shit, but the weekly's actually not that bad. Weekly's coming back up. Let's take a look at Bonk. Yeah, Bonk's over those anchors, bro. Bonk's looking strong. Did I look at Bonk already? Yeah, we looked at Bonk already, actually. When I look at SHIB, I don't know about Shiba Inu, bro. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know about SHIB. It is coming over the year-to-date. Coming over the Q2. It's starting something. 5-day getting saved. Weekly may get saved. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's coming over those big anchors, and the weekly and 5-day are looking pretty bullish. What's the upside here? Decent upside. You got like a decent upside. If we were to retest that all-time high, you got an 80% pump on the SHIB. Not all-time high, but your local, the recent high, I should say. But you really need SHIB to hold over 2.5 cents, man, like over this these anchors here. So I like Floki because Floki and Pepe have been kind of pumping together. Floki's been doing really great. We're pushing up to that volatility band as you would expect. Meme coins performing nicely, behaving nice. Another little 10% pop is possible before we get a little overstretched here on Floki. The weekly, if you look on Floki, the weekly has been saved, so that explains a lot of what's going on there. AZTV says to look at Jasmy. Having a wonderful, wonderful year to date, you know, pumping up really quick, holding flat, letting that yearly VWAP catch up a bit, holding over May, pretty much over all VWAPs in a bullish stance. Some good upside here to go. Get a little tap on that Q2 anchor, and then you're looking at a 23% pump on Jasmy. I like that it's bullish, right? It's in that bullish posture with a green DBSI underneath it, and yet we haven't even come close to touching making a move toward those upper volatility bands. So yeah, it's bullish like a lot of other coins we're looking at, but it hasn't achieved its upside potential yet. So this is a nice one to look at. And you got the levels, you know, that Q2 anchor is a really nice level to look at of like, okay, we want to remain over that, right? You want to stay over the Q2 anchor and the May anchors. So you got a good range of support where if we fall below that shit, you know, things start looking uglier. But if we can hold over these anchors, it's good. Celinda Anderson wants me to look at Pendle. Pendle's a really good performer just by looking at the bubbles and what I've seen on the bubbles. Pendle's been murdering it. I mean, I just like the way these waves look. These are some nice waves. You got on the daily, just some clean, hidden bullish divergence. Nice green pastures. Weekly, on the verge of being saved. Not even saved yet, so we might be early to a lot of, you know, this yellow oscillator. You're front running a bull cross of the yellow oscillator on Pendle. We slap a May anchor, we slap a Q2 anchor, and we slap a year-to-date on there. And this gives us a picture of what Pendle's been able to accomplish. We come up, bounce on, you know, we have a wonderful May after bouncing macro on that year-to-date, right? So we come down, we tap the year-to-date, find some demand, have an explosive May, all the way over the Q2 anchor. Now we're over that Q2 anchor. Let's slap one on the high. See, we're overcoming that too. So you're in that bullish posture that we like to see with a little bit of upside here. Slap that band on there. You know, if we can come down, tap that anchor as support, what is this move here? You got a 42% bump up there on Pendle. AZTV says new shit coins better than the old 2021 cut coins. For sure, man. I'm with you, bro. I think that retail is looking for performance. you know, retail doesn't want to buy all these knife dips, and gone are the days of having scattershot 50 projects in your portfolio. Like, people recognize crypto as a casino. They want to come in, make some money on the top coins, and likely get out. Yeah. If you guys like the analysis, make sure you like the stream, drop me a sub, and stay tuned. And man, I love all the nice things you guys have to say about like my daily vlogs and stuff. I've been vlogging my fitness journey, and you guys are so nice, man. It's crazy. Despite me being a fat ass, you guys cheer me on, because you know me doing that stuff is like good for Market Cipher, you know. So man, that's what you guys got when you paid for lifetime. That's a promise. Like, I guess we made a promise to you guys as MC users that we have to survive. I can't die or be unhealthy because I gotta like take care of you guys for the rest of my life, I guess, you know. So yeah, man, Market Cipher for life. We're in this shit for life, looking at these markets. Thank you, man, Bear Pig. Appreciate it, man. Mr. Carmoot. All right, let's look at MKR for you, bro. Right off the bat, seeing a little bit of a candle rejection on the daily, wave potentially turning down, and we're seeing hidden bearish divergence. So short to medium term, you're looking at a daily, little bit of daily downward undulation just from the Market Cipher B waves, like coming up despite the price being lower. Looking good on May, looking shitty on Q2. But ultimately, you know, it did bounce off of its year to date, Mr. Carmoot. So man, finding a good consolidation on top of the year to date and then having a good May, those are all the signs that you would want to look for us to eventually overcome quarter two. And if you could come over that 3,184 level, you're looking at a 40% pump up to that volatility band. Now let's take a look at Gala. So Gala had a bit of a scare with the funds. From what I've heard from you guys in the chat, the funds were reimbursed and the issue was resolved. So what we're seeing on the charts is a consolidation on top of a green DBSI. Little bit of work to do with our anchors, right? Still having a bearish quarter. We're even having a shit year, you know, from a volume weighted yearly standpoint. We're still under that year to date. This correction was massive. Seems to me like Gala just needs to, you know, Gala needs to do just a little bit of work here to show some real performance. If we can just come over 4.7 cents, if we can get up to 5 cents, basically, Gala is in the clear. And I mean, I like that DBSI trending on the 200 candle moving average. That's nice. Coming down and finding support on this like recent high that is now a support. Decent wave reading, you know, fueled by an overall hidden bull div. You know, you got the price coming up, waves coming down, and then you've got anchor trigger from that point forward. So Gala looking like it's poised to get saved, but it is technically still in the doldrums, which means that if it's a good project that you believe in, you know, these are those lows where it's still really good value. But you know, buying an asset at the year to date is really good. That's a good price. Like buying something at or below a year to date anchor that you believe in is really good. So you could just wait for this to show a little bit of strength, just get in at the year to date, and you're 100% not getting some overpriced gala if you just wait for this to show a little strength over the year to date. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. That's pretty much it for me. We got merch coming. These merch designs, Big Bad Wolf of Wall Street, new MC designs, got the Phoenix, got the Bulls. Look, he's like farting on the Bears too. He's got like he's kicking up dust. And I was working on my own little design, so I made a FloppingGroper. This is my little FloppingGroper fish. I want to put this on a tank top, and I want to work out in a tank top with my FloppingGroper on it, man. That's what I want. So yeah, man. Good night, guys. Make sure you use code Titanic or King, 50% off Market Cipher. I'll be back tomorrow evening doing all your guys' favorite coin analysis. Man, it was another good stream. And I just want to say thank you guys for making this like fun for me. Every night I come on, it's positive. I love what I do. You guys make this awesome and so much fun. I literally never regret flipping on the stream. It's always a good time. And man, I love where I'm at, man. I love this shit. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Much love. Peace, guys.